Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today I have a 1v1 on Tranquility's End. Over in the Dark Eldar corner we've got Cot, and over in the Imperial Guard corner we have got Chaos Child. Chaos Child throwing down double Guardsman, Tech Priest Engine Seer, Infantry Command, and a Plasma Generator, whereas the Dark Eldar are going to go for double Mandrakes, a Dark Foundry, and a Plasma Generator. Always difficult playing against the Dark Eldar, especially as the Imperial Guard. You never quite know exactly what they're going to go and open up with. They have many different little tech trees that they can build into. Dark Foundry into, I think it's like a homunculus laboratory that lets them get the Jet Reaver bikes out. They can go for infiltrated mandrakes, they can go for an Archon, loads of different options for them, whereas the Imperial Guard, kind of limited to your commander opening, or just going for extra guardsman squad, so it'll be interesting to see how the guardsmen anticipate the potential plays done by the Dark Eldar player. Just capturing their nearest and dearest so far. Tower of Loathing goes down over there. Obviously only getting one Tortured Slave, as you don't need to build up multiple builders for the Dark Eldar. You just have one dude coming out, popping down some bits and bobs, so it self-builds. Commander squad now out, and he's coloured in what can only be described for me as it's like a Captain Scarlet kind of colour scheme. Though I never quite watched Captain Scarlet as a kid. It was a little bit, just a little bit before my time. Commissar coming out, anticipating the morale damage that the Dark Eldar can bring to bear. Homunculus Laboratory on the way. Hellions at 80% build at the moment. Mandrakes will see these guardsmen moving up. And, oh no, they're not going to engage. They're just going to move straight past them, focusing on this strategic point instead. Commander squad probably going to do a little bit of scouting, a little bit of reconnoitering, as well as maybe some power bashing while they are doing so. Tower of Loathing not being upgraded yet. Hellions not quite moving away from the base. Mandrakes also not moving away. They will probably come in and see if they can push away this command squad. Command squad finding this plasma generator nice and tucked away in the back here. Wonderful placement for a plasma generator. These guys will slap around this plasma gen as a Reaver jet bike comes out. Psyche not looking very healthy. It looks like it's going to be the main focus of this Reaver jet bike, which is unfortunate. It's probably the least healthy, or should I say, the model with the least amount of health in the command squad. Priest also looks like he's going to go down. Did manage to take down that plasma generator, but one problem now is that they've got to escape. I mean, what a plasma generator is, what, worth about 120, 150 blue money, whereas a Psyche, commander, and a priest is worth quite a lot of money, and I do believe that oh, there we go. Full command squad being absolutely wiped out. That doesn't look like a fair trade from my perspective. Guardsmen over here coming in to try and support them, but now falling foul to the same kind of situation that was happening beforehand. Mandrakes over here, though, managed to be taken down by the Commissar and his lads. Full squad wipe. Heavy bottle truck being built up. Tech Priest Engine Seer there. Going to be focused down by these Hellions and these Reaver jet bikes. Guardsmen over here trying to block the path of these Hellions, although the Tech Priest Engine Seer has fallen. And that, again, that's a very expensive loss for the Imperial Guard. Having to retreat through the negative cover will make them move slower, as well as make them take more damage. And this is a really, really bad start for the Imperial Guard, managing to get the squad, or the last man standing, into that listening post. It's a very unfortunate start for the Imperial Guard, not even managing to get this heavy bottle turret built up at the moment. Guardsmen over here now also being hunkered down, or at least, sorry, that's the wrong word, not hunkered down, chased down and dead, trying to hunker down in this listening post. There we go, Miss Landshark, you will get your words out eventually. We do have some Hellions now jumping in the base. Command squad has been rebuilt. Guardsmen using their listening post to move around unabated by these Hellions and Reaver jet bikes. No more being built up at the moment. They are just saving up some money. 62 and 10 compared to the 68 and 20. So Imperial Guard do have a little bit of a money advantage, but they have had to spend a lot of money rebuilding all their dudes and dudettes. There's quite a significant amount of Reaver jet bikes on the field at the moment. 3 at the moment. Plasma Gen has been rebuilt from the Dark Eldar perspective. And I do like how he's not overcommitting to the number of Reaver jet bikes. You sometimes see some Dark Eldar players just spamming the Reaver jetbikes. But at the moment, with the Imperial Guard numbers being as low as they are, you don't need that much in the way of jetbikes. You just need enough just to command the board. And so far, although mind you, I mean, Guardsmen have captured their side of the map. Dark Eldar capturing their side of the map. So the Reaver jetbikes aren't really commanding much in the way of the battlefield. They're not denying any more in the way of the map compared to what the Imperial Guard have. So maybe not pressing their advantage as much as they should. Hellion squad moving around on this side, going to be looking at this critical location, no doubt. Combat going on in the middle. Command squad taking the brunt of the Reaver jetbikes at the moment. Reaver jetbikes being vehicles, but then again, very low health, so even though there's no anti-vehicle capacity for the Imperial Guard at the moment, they are able to chase back one of these Reaver jetbikes. Will have to be repaired by the tortured slave over yonder. Hellions still capturing this critical location over here. 2 jetbikes now moving in. Going to see if they can focus down. There we go. One model has been annihilated. Second model, morale has been broken. Commander now turning its attention. I do believe it is the commander that's bringing most of the pain to these Reaver jetbikes. Another one will have to be repaired. More are being built up now. There we go. They're going to go for a solid 5 in total. Another plasma generator being built up. No, I mean, how much? Yeah, they're not building up, or should I say harvesting, any of their souls at the moment. Might want to get a meat chamber on that slave chamber over there. Planetary raid add-on being built up. Mechanized command going, so Imperial Guard going for that tier 2 a little bit earlier than the Dark Eldar. Dark Eldar not quite capitalising on their early lead. Has given the Imperial Guard time to build up their own bits and bobs. Now going to go for a Reaver targeting module, which will increase the damage and accuracy of the jetbikes, which will make them significantly more effective against these Imperial Guardsmen. There are still not many on the field at the moment. Commissar stuck in the middle will have his execution ability, so any deal like this, quite significant force at the moment. Commander squad stuck in the negative cover will be sliced up quite nicely, but will fall behind the lines of the Guardsmen over here. Reaver jetbike firing away. Curse Machine Spirit going on one of these jetbikes. Hellions not quite getting involved in close combat at the moment. Will move forward and type one of these guys. One jetbike has fallen. Guys are moving into the base, although they are now within close range combat of the listening post. Another dude being slain by the Commissar, keeping all these guys not only safe within morale perspectives, but also increasing their overall damage. Hellions there, managing to slice away. Command squad does look like it's gone down somewhere. Not sure who's in what at the moment. Guardsmen have fallen back into the listening posts and whatnot. Reavers now going to turn their attention towards these listening posts. And there we go, the Dark Eldar now finally taking on these listening posts. Going to be denying some area for these Guardsmen.
6 minutes until
listening post over here being taken down. Tech Priest engines here, unfortunately, being taken down. It's not cheap to replace them. Scourge squads on the field now from this Hall of Blood. Slave chamber now building up the soul essence. Do have a sentinel out on the field, but it'd be ideal for countering those Reaver jetbikes. Guardsmen over here trying to keep this listening post alive. Hellions not known for their building slicing capabilities. Mandrakes over here trying to dissuade this sentinel from decapping this critical location, but they will manage to decap that, preventing the Dark Eldar cop player from getting a critical location victory. I do apologise, I've got some sort of cough. I'm not sure where it's come from. I was totally fine until the beginning of this cast. Anyway, Chimera on the field now. Scourge is going to go for their Dark Lances. Big zappy bits going on these Hellions, breaking their morale. One model does go down. Priest moving in. Do have a Screams of the Damned, breaking the morale of anyone and everyone nearby. Chimera there managing to safely tuck away those guardsmen and running back into the safety of the base. This listening post over here being rebuilt. Sentinel on Reaver jetbike hunting watch at the moment. Scourges though moving around the flanks. Do take a little bit of a setup to use their weapons there. Listening post being fired at from a distance by these Scourges. Chimeras looking a bit fragile around these anti-vehicle lads. Guardsmen over here also not faring much better. Bombers are taking the brunt of the damage. Will be taken. Get these guys not even managing to get into the listening post. And it's a case of what can the guardsmen do from here? I mean, they haven't quite got that critical mass of lads on the field at the moment. They don't have their tactical control, so no grenade launchers or plasma guns at the moment. Scourges will be able to counter whatever comes out of the mechanized command. Though then again, this is a lot of chimeras. We do have a sentinel in the base at the moment, focusing down on that tortured slave, preventing any soul essence from being built up. We'll have to keep their distance away from these scourges. They might have to run out of the base. They have distracted these scourges for a little while, giving the guardsmen a bit of breathing room. Chimera's moving out over here, absolutely annihilating this whole fleet of Reaver jet bikes. I wonder if that was a little bit of a mismanagement. Trying to Dark Eldar player focusing on hunting down the Sentinel while not focusing on the Chimeras. So this might be a potential way for the Guardsmen to come back in this game. Hellion squad also very low on numbers at the moment. Now focusing on this Tower of Loathing out of here. And while the Scourges are anti-vehicle with their Dark Lance upgrades, this is a lot of last fire for them to deal with, especially with some Guardsmen boys in it, or in the tanks. Feeling confident though, they are going to jump in, cutting off the retreat path of this one Chimera over here. There's some Hellions around here, tying up these Guardsmen, preventing them from capturing that strategic point, and 2 Chimeras have gone down there. The Imperial Guard feeling a little bit overconfident, being sliced down by the Dark Lances of the not Hellions, the Scourges. Basilisk moving in. Not sure if this is the correct idea. I mean, will be very, very useful at destroying things from a distance, although not the most accurate of fire. And, I mean, just look at these Scourges. Once they notice the Basilisk on the field, they will be able just to move into the base, destroy it quite quickly, and then fly straight back out. This listening post over here, not faring well. Got 91 and 30 compared to the 81 and 40. So the Guardsmen are falling a little bit back on the economic front. Do have a heavy weapons team there. We'll be taking down a couple of models over here. Basilisk firing off into the crowded mass of the Scourges. Chimera's moving a bit forward. Although, look how quickly that the health for the Chimera has been taken down on. Do have some mischief going on in this listing post over here. Some dudes sat in there, firing from the parapets. That did look like it was a Tech Priest engine seer. Did come out, see if he could repair the listening post, but was shot down straight away. Although these Scourges, I do believe, have overcommitted somewhat. Only one Scourge model left, narrowly surviving a whole squad wipe. Chimera will try and hunt it down. Although this Chimera, very low on health, will probably want to run back home and repair itself. We have some Hellions over here preventing this listening post from being built up. Guardsmen over here decapping this critical location. More Scourges flying over the side, trying to destroy this listening post before it even sees the light of day. Basilisk doing what it can best from a distance. Listening post has been destroyed. Doesn't look like it was cancelled, which is a crying shame. Hellions decapping this strategic point, whereas the Guardsmen firing away. There are a lot of Scourges now. Guardsmen not sure if they can escape. And dear oh dear, that is a witch running in with combat drugs. Will be an absolute nuisance for these Guardsmen. Will absolutely melt their way through. Well, mind you, minefield being built up. Chimera's moving this way. So long as the Guardsmen can just keep up pressure around all sides of the map, stopping the Dark Eldar from pushing too far in from one side of the map with their larger, superior numbers. That might be the plan for them, to be honest. What else is going on the bases at the moment? We do have tier 3 going in. Commander being rebuilt up. Maybe some potential Lehman Russes. Maybe some Hellhounds. Or mind you though, with all these Scourges, maybe that's not the idea. Maybe the play would be Ogryns and Cassicans. Ogryns to tie up these witches. Cassicans to move around the side and flank these Scourges. Maybe using super speed ability to move around the sides and punch at the base when the Eldar push. Trying to distract them and cause the Dark Eldar player to think on two fronts. Do have lots of heavy weapons teams at the moment, so maybe he's just playing defensive at the moment. Going to defend this listening post. Not many in the way, although then again, I was about to say not many in the way of tier 2 listening posts, but these listening posts over here are tier 2 at the moment. Do have a heavy bottle to it, so the guardsman does look like he's tanking up for now. Priest coming out, Psyker and a priest on the commander over here. Everything going a little bit quiet for now. Do have some warp beasts going with a beastmaster. The very high DPS build and unit composition from the Dark Eldar. We'll have to concentrate very heavily on who and what is being fired at. Scourges will want to concentrate on the Chimeras, whereas the Witches and Beast Packs will want to focus on the more higher valued heavy weapons teams if they can get close to them. Although I quite like how the heavy weapons teams have been placed on the ridge over here. They will be able to fire over any close combat units that get in close range of these Chimeras. We do have, there we go, got some Casticans, nice one. So building those guys up. Maybe get a, have they got a tactical control yet? Heavy bottle turret. No tactical control at the moment, that is very unusual. So we won't be seeing any speedy Casticans at the moment. Well, that would probably explain why the guards, or the individual guardsmen are not standing up too well. I mean, their morale's still quite low, so they haven't been getting any of their upgrades. Health is quite low. So I'm to be honest, I mean, with the Eldar getting all their upgrades in and whatnot, it does look like it's got an advantage for the Dark Eldar at the moment, but we shall see. Castigans moving straight up front. They've got a priest in their ranks. We'll be able to keep them alive a little bit longer when they activate that priest ability. The God Save the Emperor. There we go. That's ability has gone on at the moment. Chimera, or at least one of the Chimeras, going straight down at the moment. Scourges jumping into the base, trying to focus down on these heavy weapons teams. Scourge squad, though, will be taken down very, very quickly. Entire squad wipe over there. Double Scourges jumping in, going to focus on these heavy weapons teams, although one Scourge squad will be tied up by this command squad over here. Warp Beasts jumping in, following these Cascans. Combat Drugs now going for this whole army as they push into the base. Hellions, one member left. Cascans being constantly harassed by these Warp Beasts. A Hellhound on the field now. Scourge is very, very low on number. Guardsman over here just trying to distract these Scourges. Hellhound won't stand up to the fury that the Warp Beast can bring to the fold. They are good against vehicles. Basilisk has been seen and will be shot down very, very quickly. Heavy bolter turrets firing away into as many people as they can. Casticans not faring very, very well at the moment. They do have the priest still alive at the moment. Hellhound over here being blown up. Command squad back on the field, must have died at some point during that melee. Second Hellhound on the way. One more Hellhound is also on the map at the moment, although being surrounded by the Warp Beasts, and the Witch squads will be killed very, very quickly. And this does look like a victory by the Dark Eldar at the moment, although we do see some more guardsmen coming over here. We do have some mischief going on in the base. Well, there's a green thing. What's been seen? Ah, there's a singular priest on in the Dark Eldar base. So maybe not quite the most efficient of base trades, but it is something. This strategic point has been decapped. Warp Beast trying to focus on this mechanized command, although heavy bolter turrets and Cascans over here throwing a grenade in. To be honest, there's not that much in the way of Dark Eldar left. We do have two Warp Beasts left. We do have a Castigan squad for Priest. We do have some Guardsmen. So actually, it's not... oh dear, those Guardsmen being friendly fired by their own commander. So yeah, I mean, Dark Eldar pushing in, managed to do lots and lots of economic damage. But it's not over. And this priest slashing away at this slave chamber. Does look like he's managed to kill two. So maybe it was an efficient base trade. Who knows? And Scourges over there, trying to focus down that listening post. Cascans over here, going to be annihilating these Hellions, managing to take down a couple of models. Warp Beasts over here also being destroyed as well. It's now the time for a countercharge from the Imperial Guard. Guardsmen over here, going to see the Scourge squad out in the open, out on their own. will fire away at them. And the priest is going... by God, this priest has been really putting in the work here. We do have a Reaver jet bike coming in. But with all the slave chambers being destroyed, I mean, the squad caps have gone down. This is quite a bonkers... Is it going to happen? I can't believe this. The Castigans are moving in. What is the Dark Eldar spending his money on? He has gone for a Raven, but maybe some actual ground units, some warriors, some witches, some warp beasts. Spending a lot of money on overcommitting in that assault, losing all their ground forces here, whereas the Imperial Guard have quickly reinforced their own dudes. Now pushing into the base. And turning the tables on the Dark Eldar. This is absolutely bonkers. And the Dark Eldar player just sees this and just surrenders. That is a really crazy ending to what I was absolutely convinced was going to be the end of the Imperial Guard player. But no, managing to kill those Warp Beasts and those witch cults. Yeah, I genuinely don't have any words for this. Cool. Anyway, my name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never short. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace.